Can I get this live a few more minutes to connect with the right people? But I like to start off anyway, before time, but this time is a little bit different. And yes, I'll be taking a shot in this video, but not really. I give people some time to come on and fix this up a little bit. Trying to get comfortable as possible. Something I learned about this week was very interesting about this whole year, honestly. And I don't like this angle, but we're gonna work with it. And it's very interesting. If you're joining this live, make sure you get a like. I'm just a straightforward person. I don't try to be an NPC learning to be spiritual type of thing. But though I do consider myself somewhat a non-controllable player, but I'm learning to be conscious. I'm learning to be woken, awake. There's levels to when you are being woken and awake. A lot of times I get this rap, like, meaning I get this representation, like if I'm off standing or if I'm not standing in spirit, I'm in and out of spirit. So if you see me going in, if you see me tapping in, if you see me tapping on, it's literally just me trying to figure out your element of topics that you want to talk about. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay. I do have my headphones in and it's a little bit windy, so bear with me here. A lot of things that we are experiencing right now, it's something that we as a collective kind of imagine this to happen. Hello, welcome on in. How are you? Like, we imagine this to happen. We program this in our subconscious for this particular event to happen. And what's to come to the next stage of America, or in general, of population of the world. Welcome on in. Welcome. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I much appreciate love you. If you unlike like again, it lets me know you're a real person. So let me know if you're a real person. Are you a real spirit? If you have any questions, make sure you comment below the questions. And then if you're seeing this channel is for you. I talk about spiritual warfare and things that are outside and inside of us, because I myself is understanding that there is something bigger, much bigger than what meets the eye about our spiritual journey, about us. You're not a real boy. I feel you. I don't feel real myself sometimes. I feel like I'm a binary, or like a product to society who want to control my every move, my every awakening that I experience. Somehow they still have a play to tap in and tap on when I'm having these type of moments, these type of awareness. And but what's triggering me to have these type of awareness is also what's triggering you having these type of awareness. It's just yours timeline might be a little bit different than my timeline, where your frequency might be a little bit different than my frequency. And it's all part of letting go of one's ego, because like this is the stage where we're at. Like we need to detach our ego and become into spirit. Like we're in our knowing when we are divine. But once we get detached from our divine presence, it's like we don't know thyself anymore. We don't know who we truly are. But in essence, we really do know who we truly are. It's just these trigger points of view is trying to combine the past, present, and the future version of you. How do you unlock the past? Well, when you unlock the past, you're reminiscing, you're remembering. How do you unlock the present? By grounding yourself, being in the present. How do you unlock your future? By walking into your future, by stepping into your essence, by stepping into who you are. And some of us are experiencing like homelessness, losing something that we was once called home, trying to find a new home. That's not the case. This is what really happened. We we are experiencing like timelines within timelines that are shifting. So it's gonna shift us on the inside. And the more that we experience like these evolution and growth of us, we're seeing a version of us that was once created for a particular point in time, a particular point of view. And most of us can't grasp the idea that this is the foundation of your startup of who you are in equilibrium when you are trying to go back to source. But the thing is, people are scared to be woken during this time, and some people are already there at the stage of what you call woke, but it's fake woke. Fake woke is not an existing thing. It's consciousness of quantum level of information that everybody is experiencing all at once. One person might have a different part of the information, and the next person might have another part of the information. But how you perceive this part of the information is totally up to you. By the way, this is entertainment. You know what I'm trying to say? Entertainment purpose only, viewer advice. God damn it. See what I mean? They want to tap into my mind so bad to make me get rid of all of what I know and what I experience within life, that they don't want me to come up here and say that you too are experiencing what's in the life. Like you are experiencing something majorly real. It's something that was in your mind, something that you have envisioned. But can you say what you envisioned was programmed to you? A lot of times, well, the, the vision that we are getting is kind of programmed. I'm not going to lie, it's kind of programmed because we sit here most of the time with television in our face to we're letting other spirits to communicate with our spirits, and they televise their own vision of what they can accomplish. So we are accomplishing things what other spirits have not been able to accomplish. So you, how you're doing it is you and a bunch of different ancestors accomplishing these goals that they wish they would have had achieved when they was alive. So now they're doing it carelessly through you because you're the one who's alive and unalive at the same time. You're the living and you're the dead at the same time. But when you operate in two different types of frequency, the dead versus the living, the before you and the after you, the one that was kind of like consciously there, but you didn't recognize the consciousness, you kind of brush it off. But then you kind of let this consciousness grow a little bit. At first, it had its own stages before it could recognize that it was conscious, that it was that it was aware of itself, and a lot of people are not aware of oneself. No, I want to see Sinners so bad. I know Sinners about my ancestors, bro. Sinners about all of our ancestors. Like every single last one of them. We all experience what the sinners experience in some point of particular time. We just don't remember because there was once magic in this world long time ago. Now the magic is not here, but the magic is also within you. But how do you unlock that magic? Magic is energy, magic is your ability, magic is your creation, magic is what you think magic is. And a lot of time when we become sinner, they're degrading, but really it's their evolution of high rising, being the high version of sky daddy and going beyond the graves of death. And what center is actually a program. It's a subconscious program. It's a psychological program. It's teaching people how to be something outside of themselves when coming into certain situations in life. You can either choose to be a monster or choose to be something angelic form. And I think this year the government's been Hollywood, whatever the crap you want to call it, the Illuminati, the Freemasons, they're kind of on the urge of kicking you on so that when you're on air and that they can podcast whatever frequency that you are seeing within the vision that they are podcasting the imagery from. Because a lot of times, a lot of your visions is not of your vision, it's not from spirit, it's from things that we was programmed to be attracted to help others who are rising above whatever the fuck that they're going through to get to whatever timeline, whatever frequency that they want to become. And then it's not fair for us, and then we become the sinners and we become downgraded. Like, we become the bad guy. Like, I really need to sit down and watch that movie, but I'm waiting till it comes on the internet instead of go seeing it. Even though I'm in New York, I can usually just hijack that shit and go in for free. But I'm not about to be like everybody else. I'm not about to like, all right, I can go hop in and shit like that and go see the movie for free. But I'm totally gonna be patient about it because I already saw it in my mind's eye before the movie even happens. I can see certain movies before they even make because I astral project a lot. So I'm astral projecting in the scenes and the places where they're locating these these real historical, I guess, facts from ancestors who once lived before us. And it's like these ancestors also is telling me like, you know, don't let the government fool you. Don't let these people fool you because at the end of the day, what you can identify is your wokeness because a lot of people wants to take power or hold of what you know. And if you let somebody get get that, then you're letting them control this narrative of your life. You're letting them control the illusion and delusion of your life. Like, don't let them do that. And if you don't well, the thing is about not letting them do that. How do you not let them do this? About setting boundaries. It's about setting what you know. Say, hey, I know what I know because this is what I experienced, this is what I know, and this is how I felt, and this is how I feel right now. And it's still a continuing moment of experiencing because, like, we're gonna have moments where our program or our awakeness feels like a program, and this whole shit feels like a simulation at this point. Like, we keep getting deja vu because like we're supposed to keep suppressing to not keep suppressing, but we're supposed to suppress the other party. But I we can't suppress them how we got suppressed. It doesn't work that way. If we're trying to stop them in their game and be like abracadabra type shit, be like a magician, like, or a genie. It's impossible. You kind of like gotta go with the flow with it. And when you go with the flow, it's you're unstoppable. You are the divine presence of you. How you know you are divine? When you know thyself and you're the essence of thyself, and you don't have a care in the world what other people think about you. And there is no fear in the divine presence. There is no fear in being divine masculine. There is no fear in being divine feminine. You cannot put both parties into fear, because all it's going to do is going to create chaos. But chaos is a good thing. Chaos is not always a limited thing. It's teaching you not to limit oneself, because when you're in fear, you're kind of teaching yourself, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. So, yeah, learn not to limit yourself. Learn not to be in fear when you are in the divine presence, and learn to channel your own energy, because your energy, your subconscious, your mind, it does, your subconscious mind, unconscious, whatever, it's all in the mind. It still can hear you and still can respond to you in a different type of spirit. But how can you recognize the different forms of you? Yeah, it's like, it's crazy. It depends on how you get a perspective of when you go through something bad versus going through something good. Are you going to let the bad continue being bad, or are you going to turn it into something good and you can manifest something good? And then people can sit here and pray all day long, but it's up to you to put the foot in the work. And all you're doing is program your mind to say certain things when you're praying versus doing the actual action of the prayer. Prayer action becomes first before the prayer, because once you realize you put your foot in the door, the prayer comes to you, and it comes to you in wishes and forms of things that you are lacking and that you wish to accomplish. Like, this shit is just an illusion, bro. We're in a simulation. We're in a fucking matrix. Even I know that, and even you know that this shit is a fucking matrix. It's up to you to decide how you start and how you finish. How am I starting? I'm not starting like how my ancestors started. I'm finishing how they started. Because one, how the fuck you gonna pass the torch and not finish what you had enlightened, what you had lit up on the torch? You can't expect me to be the wand and the light, which I can expect myself to be the wand and the light in my own situation. But when it comes to your situation, how I'm supposed to guide you exactly how I was guided outside of becoming the wand and the light. And how I recognized I was the wand and how I recognized I was the light, well, it was through my pain. My pain told me what I should do. My pain recognized that I was consciously aware that I was experiencing so much pressure, to the point where I was okay of being embarrassed and being judged and being in projectionness and fear of others, that I didn't allow it to consume me or to become me, because there's a version of me that want to be higher than what everybody projected. And this is the version of me that's higher than what everybody is projecting. Yeah, I might be hiding myself, but I'm protecting myself. What you call hiding, I could call protection, because I don't know your energy. I don't know your intentions when you're looking at me. When you're looking at me, you could be fucking like mind fucking me, lusting after me, and I might not like enjoy that scenery. So I'm covering myself so that way you don't have a fucking visual of whatever the fuck I am doing within my day, or in my whatever, like, it's protect yourself. When you wear certain things, it's like it's showing off a certain vibration, because I'm in a void of darkness. I'm in a resurrection period. My resurrection doesn't happen till after my birthday, or till after I fully understand like what it is that I'm truly going through, because we're all going through some shit. I'm going through some shit, like physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, like all of the above. My whole reality is changing within a flash each second of the day, and it's like I can't. For me, it's better opportunities, new opportunities, and doors that are just opening for me to the point where I gotta be on the go, on the go, on the go, on the go, on the go. And I'm like, bro, slow the fuck down and let me pause for a minute so that I can digest, download whatever the fuck information is coming. Because, like, when these moments come, some people could be going through the same shit. And I'm like, I don't realize how many people is on the same boat as I am, the type of boat that I am on, trying to go for a going from a small island to a bigger island. I don't want a small ass little island. What if I want a big ass island with a big ass mansion, with a group of like divine presence with around my presence? What's wrong with having people who are just like me on the same boat, on the same journey to experience this together, instead of the people who are negative? But the thing is, we can't leave them behind either. We can't. It's something that something in their mind and their subconscious is not clicking for them to wake up, and they need to wake up. It's not always about just enlightened people, it's about everybody. And we all need to understand that when it's about everybody, it's about a group of collective who are trying to become just like you, trying to become woke. And then we sit here every day sometimes, like, trying to figure out this shit. Why not figure out the same shit together by posting it, by going online, going on YouTube, face to face, like have a conversation, do a one-on-one section? Because I would love to do conversation with y'all where y'all will come up and you say what's going on in your reality, what you're channeling, and how you feel about it. And I can kind of like put my 2 points into it, give you some advice or whatever the case may be. Because, like, I just want you to know that you are not alone. And if you are seeing this channel is for you, because there are people who are just like you on the same fucking journey trying to be enlightened. But you already are enlightened. You already are knowing who you are. Because, like, don't let these people fucking bring you down because they're in a low vibrational state. People who are enlightened and then already up there shouldn't bring down people who are trying to get enlightened to be enlightened, if it makes sense. Because how does the world go round if money isn't involved? Money is a currency, so emotion is a currency. So how you feed that person emotion, be aware of what you're feeding that emotion to, because you don't know at the end of the day who that type of spirit is, who that person is. So enjoy every experience you are having, regardless if it's bad or good. Because everything is a fucking door. Everything is a fucking portal. Once you realize that you are the portal, you can open up every little fucking thing that you imagine outside that was, well, yeah, that was once outside first. It was outside. It was programmed for you to recognize first that this event is coming. You will start seeing the signs. You will start seeing these little cute ass numbers or whatever. But tell the universe to put money in your fucking bank when you see these cute numbers. Tell the universe to give you more strength, to give you more courage, to give you more whatever. Da da da. When you see these numbers, don't just see these numbers and expect something great. You have to subconsciously program your mind into what you want to exist within that moment of time when you're seeing those numbers again. So that way, one part of you was making the wish and the other part of you was doing the work. And then once it becomes present, it becomes a fucking future. And it's that simple. Only you are the key to unlock the future of you. How do you do that? By being you, by exploring and liking what others dislike of you. That's how I roll. I always give people the benefit of the doubt because I wanted to see how far they can go with my information about me, to see what I can fix about myself, to see if I can find a problem or solution. And if I can't find the solution, I find a problem to the solution. It's not until after I start feeling all of these emotions and then I start crying, and then that's the form of release. And when I do that, I feel great again. I feel good again. I feel myself again. I feel whole. Um, less as much. We are not. Okay, cool. Good for you. Anyway, for those who are listening, I much appreciate love you. For those who are not listening, good luck in this journey of knowing thyself, because you're not going to know thyself if you're going to keep acting the way you act. You're going to be stuck acting the way you act because you're not thinking outside of self. You're letting something control you. Um, Let me move this a little bit. Our ancestors are guided us with the universe when we heal ourselves. When we heal ourselves, astrology and okay, I get it. Yeah, that's true. We do, but it's I don't really necessarily just use my ancestors for healing. I actually use them for information. So whatever healing you can't do on your own, you need to try to do it on your own instead of relying on them, because at this point they're kind of tired, and you should be able to learn that. It's like riding a bike. You should be able to learn how to ride a bike by now without the training wheels. You shouldn't need them that much. And when they set you on this request, what's they're doing all the work, and you're just sitting there like, hello, I'm the golden boy, I'm the golden child, or the golden girl, or whatever. I'm the it man. I'm the golden child. Like, it's much more than just sitting back and watching it happen. You literally gotta put your fucking foot in the fucking door. So sometimes I have to remind myself that sometimes when I am stuck in the four dimension, well, I'm behind the wall, and then I'm also in front of the wall, but then I'm also in death, and then I'm also out of death. So when I'm alive, I'm great, but when I am dead, I'm fine. Either way, yeah. I don't know why I said that, but that's something inside of me, which is me, wanted to say that. And I'm like, all right, I'm fine when I'm dead and I'm fine when I'm alive, but how many can you survive when you're dead, and how many you can survive when you're alive? Not many. You become, you don't want to, you don't want to acknowledge the dead version of you. You always want to acknowledge the alive version of you, because that's the one doing the most work. Really, no, it's the dead version of you that's doing the most work. And the dead version of you is not your fucking ancestors. It's you, from a different time, from a different place, from a, well, same as frequency, but different vibration. Vibration and frequency are totally different. Do your research on what vibration means and what um, frequency means. Frequency can be sound. Vibration can be a feeling, I think. But yeah, that's what I feel, because I feel like vibrations are feelings, something that you feel, and frequency is a sound of something that you hear, something that you cannot see. But with a vibration, you can feel a vibration. You can feel something that's inside of you, in your heart, in your gut, what you're experiencing. But how do you get the vibration and the frequency? By experiencing a reality that you are experiencing now, by being present. And if you don't like what's being present, and if you don't like who you are, change the frequency, change the vibration. But you can change the location all you want. But what if the same location give you the same vibration and frequency? It's you. It's only you. It's always you. And it's always going to continue being you, whether you like it or not. And when you vibrate in a place where you call home, it's become joyful. It's become magnificent. You know what I mean? So don't let the bad overcome the good just because you're having a badass fucking day. That's not your frequency. What that person did was project onto you their frequency for you to feel the vibration that they're feeling in that moment. Say somebody like at work. Me, I'm dealing with a lot of projectionists and they want me to be a fucking slave, and I'm not a slave nor a fucking doormat. Black ink. Thank you very fucking much. Um, to not be a doormat, to not be swept underneath the fucking bus or be a fucking target. And if you think I'm an easy fucking target, you best believe again, because I got some sleeves up my, well, I got some tricks up my sleeve. Because like the more they keep poking at me, the more I realize, okay, at the end of the day, they're nothing themselves, so you can fuck them people. Shut the fuck up, YouTube. I'm gonna cuss if I want to. Sorry, YouTube was trying to cuss, like, cut me out. See, this is the bull side of me. This is this is Stormy. This is the real actual me. Yes, my nickname is Stormy. It's a straight name I got because I control the storm, not being a storm, and I got the nickname by controlling the storm. So yeah. So when people give you bullshit, fuck them people. Fuck them. Because for them to say who you are when you know who you are. You are unique. You are different. You are you. Be you. I gotta pull this up to my face. Hold on. Sorry. We have to put into work. We have to keep learning. We were learning. We were here to understand having a living experience. Yeah, that's true. And you can't use money to heal people or heal yourself. Money doesn't solve everything. If money could, I would have a sugar daddy by now. No, would I? I'm trying to manifest a sugar daddy. If that is great, that would be great. Universe, give me the most supernatural sugar daddy in the world. And what I mean by supernatural, visible to the eye. So yeah, who can grant my wishes for me? That would be great. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna come back later for part 2 and 3. You know me. Peace out.